What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We are doing a weekly recap of last week and what led to the results. As you would have seen from the title, I did $23,400 in straight commissions in a 7-day period. Now I closed 21 deals last week. What changed? What did I do differently? Well, location. So I was living in Colombia, Medellin, Colombia for 3 months. I've now just relocated here to Playa del Carmen in Mexico. So if you know anything about Colombia, especially Medellin, the weather, it's the sun's not out, right? We don't have the beach. And I used to live in the Gold Coast, Australia. It's kind of like a beach city in a sense, as well as I used to live in Thailand and Bali. So I had 3 month lock-in. Yes, I did hit a 63K com month, which was last month in Colombia. But now that we've settled in the new location, in between maybe my second or third no-show, I take the slot. We'll go to the beach, get some food, get some sun, ground, feeling good, and the state and frequency is on a different level. So that's kind of the main topic of this video. It's all about your environment and the frequency. Because like I said, yes, I was doing the same work I was doing in Colombia from an input perspective, the 12-hour days, on sales calls plus the hour team meeting. I'm still doing that. That's what I did last week. That is what's required to make the money I want to make and achieve the goals that I want to achieve in the sales space as a closer specifically. But it's like relocating and now taking that slot. I never used to take the no-show. I used to work the full 12-hour block of sales calls, just back to back to back to back. But now taking that block, taking that 1 hour, going to the beach, having a reset, and really changing my state and frequency for the remainder of the day, I'm on a completely different level. Because if you watch any of my content before, you know I'm a huge advocate of, don't get me wrong, sales skills. That's a lot. But sales skills with your state and frequency are a 50-50. So it's on the same level. So you can be the best closer in the world skill set wise. But if your state and frequency isn't on point, someone gives you an objection, you'll be like, fuck this. I don't want to do this right now. Right? And then you're not going to handle it. But if your states you're on, your high test, great energy, plus you've got the sales skills, game changer. One thing I will say that has changed, yes, state frequency, like I mentioned, but also my sales skill, specifically with the objection finding. So I've been working with my one-on-one mentor, becoming elite at objection finding. I'll give you an example. So when you ask the question, like, okay, over the last 6 months that you've wanted X, Y, Z outcome, what exactly have you been doing to ABC, like the solution that your company offers? So to get into the pre-handling phase, once you probe and you find the real belief, it's easy to handle. But if there's no belief behind it, it just hasn't been a priority, for example, because I've had things get in the path, etc., etc. I never used to know how to like smash him in a sense, like to get him to really make the buying decision with that being the reality, because that makes sense. It's not like there was procrastination or there's fear. It was like, okay, look, I was going to do XYZ business model, but then this popped up, tried something else, etc., etc. But now once we get down to the real reason what stopped them, I then tie that up. The way I tie that up is I start with a bit of a personal story, and this is exactly what I say. I'll role play with yourself. So yeah, awesome. Look, I appreciate you sharing that with me, man. And just to share a little bit about me, I used to be a landscaper. I was in that position for years. I wanted to make a change, but it didn't, right? I let circumstances hold me back. It wasn't until I had a conversation with my first mentor, it changed everything. When I look back on the years and saw how much I left on the table by not taking action. So I guess my question for you, Mario, is over the last 6 months, if you slow the tone, slow the pace, over the last 6 months, by it not being a priority to actually get started in the space and gain the skills so you can X, Y, Z, well, what do you feel like that's ultimately cost you? They always, a lot of the time, they're going to say time. But yeah, man, like time's going to go past regardless. A layer deeper, like a layer below the surface, what has it cost you? Oh, well, look, missed out time with my family specifically, opportunity to make more money, set myself up financially. They're going to say things like that. And then, like, you've cooked them. You've cooked them. And you can do a little bit of a probe. And then, okay, well, moving forward, what type of mindset shift do you feel like you need to make to break that cycle so we can actually get to ABC outcome? And they're going to say, look, I need to do something, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, okay, well, time for a change then. We just say it firm. Don't let them get away with shit. So say it firm and then bang, you're in, and you go into the rest of the process. Like you've just tied up and you've almost hit him with a haymaker in a sense, and they just can't escape it. So I would say from the sales skill standpoint, it's been the biggest thing I've changed. Additionally, in the problem awareness phase, I'm not dragging them through it anymore. Like I used to just maybe 10, 15 minutes, just fucking drag them through the pain. Now I'm like, okay, I need the time frame. I need the goal. I need the main problem. And obviously the financial goal, the financial gap, do the gap selling that way. What was like the impact if it's there? You can ask the impact in question in different variations, so it doesn't sound scripted. And then we have to get the like what's pivoted, what's been the shift that's led them on the call today, to like the moment in time. Once you've got that, like you can finish problem one. It's like I just had a call. It's Monday right now as I'm recording this. The first 70 minutes I closed 2 deals, one call close and a follow up, $1,860 commissions. So, and then like I said last week was 23,400 in commissions. But it all just comes down from tying them up and they can't slip anywhere. And the problem awareness, like I pitched this guy in 15 minutes before. Problem awareness was 3 minutes. Objection finding, maybe it needed about 5 minutes. So bit of future pace identity at the end to tie it all up. And then bang, closed. So if you found some value in this video, hit subscribe. Why not? Follow me on Instagram at Jax Heaton. Drop a comment, hit like button, show some love, and I'll see you guys on the video popping up on screen now.